Health and Pharmaceuticals in association with Higher Secondary Principals Forum.
Namaskar students. Hi. Welcome back to my fourth video on geography portion. In this video, I will cover up the portion of part 1 fundamentals of human geography, unit 3, chapter number 7, tertiary and quaternary economic activities. In this chapter, you will understand about the types of tertiary and quaternary activities, their importance, and the role played by these activities in the modern world. These are very important economic activities where lot of employment is generated, revenue is generated, and also it supports for other economic activities. Before we understand the contents of chapter number 7, tertiary and quaternary activities, some of the important terms and meanings we will see. First one is trading centers, a place where buying and selling of goods take place, and these are also collection and distribution centers. Next, something about barter system. It is a system of exchange of goods for goods when there is no currency. This was existed in prehistoric time. Periodic markets. These are the markets where buying and selling takes place once a week or once a fortnight on a particular day and time. Types of markets, as I mentioned here, rural markets, urban markets, and the periodic markets. Types of stores, consumer cooperative stores, departmental stores, chain stores, and also there are superstores. Types of distances in transportation, kilometer distance, cost distance, and time distance. Communication services, which include sending and receiving of words, messages, facts, and ideas. Eighth one is factors affecting tourism, demand, and transport. Ninth, factors of tourism attractions, climate, landscape, history, art and culture, and economy. Outsourcing, contracting out or giving the work to outside agencies to improve the quality and minimize the production cost. Digital divide, the gap between the countries which are using digital technology and which are not using. So the gap is created. This is called digital divide. Gateways of international trade, ports and harbors, they are called the gateways of international trade. Ports and harbors, they play a very important role. Next, we have types of tertiary activities. Tertiary activities include trade and commerce, communication services, transport, economic activities, and the services. Quaternary activities, these are the advanced tertiary activities which are information-based, information technology, research and development based. Culinary activities are the activities which involve special activities, specialization, decision makers, consultants, and policy formulators. Let us know trade and commerce in detail. Buying and selling of goods and services is called trade and commerce. The place where it is done, they are called trading centers. A market may be a trading place. A shop may be a trading center. Even the small shops and the vendors along the roadside, they are also the part of the trade and commerce. We have different types of market for trade and commerce: rural market, periodic market, and also the urban markets. The rural markets are in rural areas which are selling and buying of goods in lower order goods or the daily consumable goods. The market is completely different from urban area. The products or the goods which are sold, there is a lot of difference. Buyers and sellers are also very less. This market caters the needs of only small size population of that particular village or the neighboring villages. Periodic market, they are not regular market. They are conducted once in a week or once in a 15 days on a particular day. Every day there is no marketing. Every day if you go to that market, you will not see the shops or buyers and sellers. Only on particular day, on particular time. For example, Wednesday, evening 5 to 7. So that market will take place in that time only, on that day only. Then next market is on next week. These are called periodic markets. Earlier, most of the markets in villages were periodic markets. But now also, in some places, even in urban market, we have periodic markets. Urban markets are large and they have variety of goods and services. Okay? The commercial services, large area. Just think about a village market and urban market, you will see the difference. So many offices, banks, educational institutes, coaching institutes, range of services and goods are marketed in the urban market. Then we have to understand something about the types of stores. Consumer cooperative stores, where it is run by the society. Departmental stores, each department for selling certain goods and services. Chain stores we have, and also we have superstores. Most of these are found in urban areas. Now, the trade also is two types: retail trade and wholesale trade. In retail trade, buying and selling on small quantity, small number of buyers and sellers. Retail trader, he gets the product from wholesale and he will sell. You know, some of the shops in our neighboring areas, in a residential area are retail shops. Wholesale, buying and selling in large quantity. So many people come there. Some of the markets today, they are both wholesale as well as retail. This is the picture of periodic market. You can see here the village people, see the surrounding, the vegetables, fruits, they are sold, which are consumed every day, and small number of people. This is the rural market. You can see on the roadside selling of vegetables, fruits, some daily consumable goods, and small retailer there. This we can see in rural areas where the lower order goods and services are sold. This is the urban market. You see the difference? The vegetable seller, the fruit sellers, and the market there. Okay, very organized way, completely different from the rural market. Next is the picture of supermarket. You know, many times we go to supermarket, shopping malls. We see this type of situation there. So, these are different types of market activity. Market plays a very important role in economic development. So many people are involved in market business, the market economic activity, directly or indirectly. Next is transport and communication. Transport and communication plays a very important role in modern days. All economic activities require transport and communication services. That we have understood now. Without transport and communication, the economic progress cannot be achieved. So many people, employment is given by this sector. In case of transport, there are three types of distances. First one is kilometer distance. It is the how many kilometer? For example, from place A to B, 35 kilometer. This is called kilometer distance. Time distance. How much time it takes to go from A to B? Half an hour, 1 hour. Cost distance. How much cost? Okay, it includes the cost of the fuel and the maintenance. So, to accept or to select type of transport, we have to consider these three distances. All three distances have to be favorable. Then only the transport is economic. It supports for economic growth and development. Next, we have networks. Okay? The network of transport. Whether a place is connected by many roads. Now we have seen in urban area, from different direction, transport network is there. Road, railway network, air transportation, even inland transportation. For the international trade, we have ocean transport, cargo planes. So, to have an economic development of a particular region, there has to be a well-connected network of transport. The important factors which are affecting transport services are demand and rules. The transport should have demand. In a place where there is no demand, If there is a construction of, say, superhighway, it is no use. The highways, better roads, air connectivity, there has to be a demand from the population side. Otherwise, it cannot be an economic activity. Then routes, how all weather routes, particularly in hilly region like Himalayas, mountainous area, inaccessible area, the roads have to be all weathered. During the season of rain or snowfall, transport should not be affected. It should not be halted. So, with the tunnels, broad roads, they play a very important role. Even strategically, the movement of forces, the all-weather roads are very important. Now, communication services. What is communication? Sending and receiving of words, messages, information, pictures, videos, all is called communication service. So, in case of communication, as I mentioned, these are sent from one place to another place. Now, in case of communication, transport was playing a very important role. But now, the communication is free from transportation. Okay, earlier, we used to write a letter to the friends. It is to go by road transport or air transport. But now, we send a message. Within 30 seconds or 1 minute, the message is received by my friend. So, the modern communication is free from transport. Telecommunication plays a very important role today because we all know how we are dependent on telecommunication. Use of telephone, use of mobile phones, internet, communication, mass media, all these are very, very important. Radio communication, televisions, mass communications, newspapers, magazines, and the most important communication today is the internet. You all know the role played by the internet. Today, services, goods, so many things have changed in modern days. It is because of the internet. Banking is changed, learning is changed, commerce is changed. If you compare the commerce nowadays and about 20 years back, you only understand the difference on internet use. Modes of transport, road transport is there, rail transport is there, air transport and sea transport. Road is divided as railway network and metal roads and others. The air also has domestic and international services. Sea transport or oceanic transport is inland waterways and the ocean transportations, the type of water transport. All are very important in nowadays. We cannot imagine a situation without the transport facilities for industrialization, for urbanization, for market, for many fields, transport plays a very important role. Then this is about the communication. We have media. Just now I told you about this. This is in the form of picture, internet, radio, televisions, magazines, newspapers. What they do, they provide us information. They help us for the economic activities. Okay, students? Next, we'll know something about the services. The services are classified into two types: lower order services and higher order services. Lower order services means these services require less training, less skill, like a vegetable vendor, a carpenter, a plumber. Okay? Small skills are required. Higher order means you need a higher qualification. Okay? Doctors, teachers, engineers, professionals, tax consultants, accountants, financial consultants, CAs, they are classified as higher order. Okay? So lower order means they are not low, all are important. All services are important. Okay? We are all depending, interdependent. A higher order person is dependent on a carpenter, electrician. Okay? So why it is called high and low? Because of the training and skills. There are states and corporations which are providing services. Okay? You heard about Konkani Railway Corporation. Okay? Our municipalities, they provide services. Okay? Then in the market, most of these services are available. And there is a place called CBD, Central Business District, which is the heart of the city where lot of commercial activities are taking place. That is called CBD. It is in urban area. Then these services are also classified as formal services, informal services. Formal means with a definite rules and regulations, with skilled laborers, with a skilled person. Informal means you don't have to require much skill, but they are also important. Okay? Skilled and unskilled, that I have told you. Domestic servants and services, they come under informal, but they are also required. All are important. Then there is one informal services in the world, that is particularly in India, Mumbai in Maharashtra, called Dabbawala services. It is informal but very, very well organized. All over the world, people talk about this Dabbawala services. So many people are involved in that. So many people have got employment of this Dabbawala services. From the textbook, please read about this Dabbawala services in detail. So this picture tells you about the services here. Lower order, like electricians are there. Then plumber is here. Higher order, see, doctors, engineers, consultants, and many are there. All are very, very important to the society. Okay? Next, people engage in tertiary activities. The very important is the tourism. Tourism is the fastest growing economic activity in the world. In India and in Goa, it's a major economic activity because Goa is one of the tourist destinations, not in India, in the world. Then we have to know something about tourist regions. What are tourist regions? These are the geographical areas which attract domestic and international tourists. In the world today, there are two tourist regions which are very famous. The first one is Mediterranean region. It is known for tourism because of dry season, mild winters, and the type of climate. Most of the Europeans during winter, they come to this place. And the second region is where we are all part of this, it is the western coast of India. Starting from Gujarat to Kerala, all are the tourist destinations, where Goa is also there, the major tourist destination in this region. Too important. Besides this, there are many other tourist destinations in the world. Now, the tourism is affected by two factors, demand and transportation. There has to be a demand. For example, in Chhattisgarh, there are many waterfalls. There is no demand. People have not seen those waterfalls. Beautiful. Why? There is no proper transport activity. No transport network. A place will become tourist destination only with proper transport network. Otherwise, no. Then tourist attractions is by certain factors. The first one is climate. High rainfall areas with waterfalls, snowfall during winter, and the dry areas with different culture, they become a very important tourist destinations. Landscape, beautiful slopes of Himalayas. The plantation in Munnar of Kerala, Ooty in Tamil Nadu, they are tourist destination because of the landscape. Then culture, people like to visit Rajasthan to see a different culture. People like to visit northeastern states, Jammu Kashmir, to see the landscape and different culture. Okay? Then economy. People like to visit Gulf countries, particularly Dubai. Why? To see the economy. Singapore, to see the cities, economy. So, these are the tourist attractions. Then, empowered workers. These are the workers which start the business and they give employment to others. They are called empowered workers. Now, this is the picture of tourist destination in India. You can see here, some of these tourist destinations are the landscape, nature, beautiful, topography. Some are based on climate, like waterfall, the snowfall areas. Some are based on art and culture. You can see here, Charminar, then Bahai temple, the place from Hampi, then desert, okay? Then culture, cities, they are the tourist destinations. From this picture, you can understand the factors controlling the tourism. The tourism is the fastest growing economic activity in India, which has given lot of employment, lot of revenue, and supported other economic activities, including agriculture, including manufacturing of goods. Okay, students? Yeah. In the next, we will understand about the quaternary activities. These are the advanced economic activities, tertiary activities, where your knowledge, your skill plays a very important role. These are knowledge-based economic activities. That is why they require higher professionals, higher qualified people. It includes collection, production, and dissemination of information. It also has specialized knowledge and technical skill. You have to have the technical skill and the special knowledge about that. Then only you are the part of quaternary activities. Then very important is administrative competence. You should know how to administer the business. You heard about MBA, Master of Business Administration. Okay? Yeah, one example I have given you, students. Then culinary activities. These are the highest level economic activities. These are called gold collar economic activities, highest level, which include high level decision makers, policy formulators, top executives, directors, branch, the regional head of the offices, because they formulate the policies for others. Their work depends on business improvement. What policies and decision they take. That's why they say the decision makers. They involve in creating and rearrangement of ideas. Your idea plays very important role. Today, a person, an employee with idea, skill, creativity, he is accepted in this world. Because the creation and rearrangement of ideas, information, modern technology, interpretation of ideas. We have ideas. We have to develop them for the benefit of society, for the benefit and improvement of the economic activities. Then use and evaluation of new technology. Every day research and development has to take place. Otherwise, these economic activities are not accepted by the society. So, you should be very competent, creative, skilled. You can see here, these are from quaternary activities. Professionals, high-level decision makers. In a company, their decision will decide the progress and economic development of a business and later on the entire society's development. Next is outsourcing. This is the most important word heard in recent times. Information technology. What is outsourcing? It is called offshoring or contracting out. The business part is given to other agency. This is called outsourcing. This works with call centers. Sometimes we get phone call from call centers about the business. You know that? Human resource development. Each and every employee is a human resource. IT sector. Customer support. You know that. Now modern business is based on customer support. It has to be very strong. It is fast developing in Asian countries and African countries. Earlier it was in developed countries in the world, America, European nations, India, China, Ecuador, European Union, Israel, Philippines, Costa Rica, where outsourcing is fast developing. You see the economic development of India now and 30 years ago. We have a developed economy now. Why? Because of this quaternary services, information and technology development. It requires research and development, e-learning, not what you are learning is a e-learning. I am also a part of this. E-business, you booked your some products from online. There are many online sites, that is e-business, online marketing. Research, continuous research of a product. Intellectual property, it is called IP. E-banking, you know how the banking system has changed earlier and now. Lot of changes. From home, you can do the banking business. Your transaction you can do from the home. That we have seen. We all do this, you know, students. Next also, outsourcing. It is also called KPOs and BPOs. Knowledge processing and outsourcing. Business processing and outsourcing. This is the base of modern economic activities. Very, very important. Next, we should know about medical services and medical tourism. Today, many countries in the world, they involve in medical services. Not only for domestic people, for international patients. Super specialty hospitals, they all come under this quaternary and quinary services. The medical tourism, it is a combination of treatment and tourism. For example, one place is known for medical services, having super specialty hospitals, good doctors. People from abroad, they visit for treatment. Say, treatment is for 10 days. And another 10 to 15 days, they go as a tourist. This will benefit many economic sectors. This is called medical tourism. I will tell you, students, India is one of the destinations of medical tourism. Different types of medical treatments. Then, digital divide. It is the gap between the countries which are using digital technology, information and technology, and which are not using. The countries which are using, they are progressing very fast. Take the example of India, very fast progression. The countries which are not using, say in Africa, in South America, many Asian countries, poor countries, digital technology is not used, but they are going behind. They are lagging. Understood, students? So, digital divide. So, that is dividing the entire world into two groups. The countries with digital technology with lot of progress, and the countries without digital technology with backwardness. So, India is also progressing. We have to have a digital technology development, use of online, use of digital techniques, many other, and we have to continuously do the research and development to improve this. So, these are some pictures which I will tell you about the medical services and tourism. You can see the use of different machines here, the MRI scanning, okay, CCRT scanning. This will help to develop the medical tourism services, medical economic activities for international patients. This is the picture which tells you the combination of medical tourism. One side a doctor and treatment, and other side there is a travel. Okay, students? So what is the conclusion here? The tertiary and quaternary, quinary economic activities are very, very important for the society. Okay, students? With this, I have completed the explanation on chapter number 7, tertiary and quaternary economic activities. You please watch this video and read the textbook and prepare this chapter. Thank you, and I wish you happy learning.
Prudent Scholars, powered by Lupin Pharmaceuticals.
अब आपकी सुरक्षा आपके हाथों में। ल्यूपी सेफ हैंड सैनिटाइजर, आपका और चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स का फर्स्ट लाइन ऑफ डिफेंस। अब आपकी सुरक्षा आपके हाथों में। ल्यूपी सेफ हैंड सैनिटाइजर, आपका और चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स का फर्स्ट लाइन ऑफ डिफेंस। अब आपकी सुरक्षा आपके हाथों में। ल्यूपी सेफ हैंड सैनिटाइजर, आपका और चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स का फर्स्ट लाइन ऑफ डिफेंस।